Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about my least favourite change in DBD history. It's a change many of you may be slightly confused by because it doesn't exactly sound too bad, but it's one near and dear to my heart. The trigger for this video was a change to an add-on you may have never even heard of, Demogorgon's Lifeguard Whistle. The proposed change to this on the PTB is for it to have its super cool unique effect removed, in which it made your portals almost into mini tripwires or map sensors, and could alter your power almost entirely into a different one, just with this add-on, and make it into something kinda boring. This was replaced with an add-on that increases a number. Granted, a pretty nice number, but still super boring. I really dislike this. It's happened throughout the years, but it really bothers me still that it happens at whatever point in time for DBD. What's worse about this too is that it's debatably Demogorgon's only unique add-on that it has, a unique effect which actively adjusts the power and makes it play vastly differently. I just kinda hate that. Far too many add-ons have effects that are just altering a number very slightly. Characters most in need of an add-on overhaul generally have this too. For example, Deathslinger, Pyramid Head, and Oni all have add-ons that largely just adjust the length or number of something. It's just dull. They do have some interesting add-ons too, but they're in really weird spots. For example, Pyramid Head's Obsidian Goblet is a really cool add-on concept, but it's iridescent for some reason. The same goes for something like Renjiro's Bloody Glove for Oni. They would be fine if they were just commons. It'd sort of work, and there'd be nice weird add-ons to mess around with occasionally. Circling back to Lifeguard Whistle, I sort of wish the same had happened there. If it was underused or not performing well or something, just relegate it to being common, and don't waste the precious purple slot. I just really dislike that the solution is to erase it completely. One way this has been happening is with the slow removal or disappearance of meme add-ons. Meme add-ons are add-ons that for a while every single killer would get. It's an add-on that provides a direct nerf to the character, often a fairly fun one, in exchange for some extra BP. The BP was never really that worth it, but most of the add-ons are pretty fun. The unfortunate thing though is that they stopped adding these as part of the base add-on selection, after, I think, the release of Sadako. When killers get reworked now too, they generally lose their meme add-on, with some rare instances like with Billy, where I think they made a good compromise. But many get unfair treatment and get nerfed down too much to make them viable, yet also quirky or silly. I recently watched Otz's video on Skull Merchant's low power mode add-on, which was sort of fun and quirky before, but got completely butchered with her changes. Not removed, granted, but sort of butchered nonetheless. This video is sort of just a small plea that when it comes to add-ons like this with just genuinely novel concepts behind them, to just keep them in some form, retain them or rebalance them, but don't just remove them, because to me this uniqueness and variety is part of what makes DBD fun. Some of my favourite videos to make and games to play have been with these sort of weird and quirky add-ons. They are a part of DBD I personally enjoy a lot, and they're sort of being phased out over time, it feels like, slowly being replaced with add-ons that just alter a number or add a single status effect. Not all the time, of course, but in general it's just a change I really hate to see. Maybe I'm to blame for this, as I have covered many add-ons like this saying they're terrible, but it honestly never came from a place of hatred, you know? It was a place of love and desire to see them keep their quirks, but maybe become a little stronger and more viable. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.